What's going on? We back with the Boston Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. One time for the one time. Y'all know what the business is. We grinding. Shout out to the whole Lions Den Boxing community, LDBC. And apparently, in an article, the boxing scene, which I'll link in the description, and Danny Jacobs say if he was going to fight Canelo, which they were in talks, I think Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy offered Danny Jacobs a 25-75 split, 25 in Jacobs' favor, or 20% in Jacobs' favor, or something like that, to 70 or 80% in Canelo Alvarez's favor. And, it didn't work. Basically they still wanted to fight Golovkin. They overpaid Golovkin by their standards. And Danny Jacobs say in the article, which, like I said, I'll link it to the description. Just hit the drop-down box. All the links are there. He says he believes that, Golden Boy Oscar was using his name as leverage towards Triple G, basically. He said, how Oscar is. And that's a lying, conniving person. That's why they gave Danny Jacobs such a low ball offer. And like I said before, man, I have waffled on this before, and I think Danny Jacobs' performance has dropped off, and maybe because he hasn't been challenged. And sometimes when your level of competition drop off in sports, you fight up and down to your level of competition. And for Danny Jacobs, it's looked like that with Luis Erickson and Magic Man's lucky, all right? But he said he would have stopped Canelo Alvarez. He said it ain't so much of a skill thing. Canelo just a small middleweight, and he too small for him. And people would say, well, Golovkin couldn't stop him. How could Danny Jacobs stop him? Styles make fights, all right? Styles definitely make fights. And that's an actual fact, His movement, his foot speed, his hand speed, his power, just his velocity on his punches, his hand speed, that's something that Golovkin don't got. You can see Golovkin punches coming unless he dresses them up real well, but his hands are significantly slower than Danny Jacobs, and most people like myself thought that Danny Jacobs beat Golovkin. And I think, Danny Jacobs will have a great opportunity in knocking Canelo out. People don't understand. People forget, about Canelo's struggle versus athletic fighters. And now you're going up to middleweight with taller, longer limb fighters that have range and foot speed and hand speed that are bigger and stronger. It ain't the realm out of possibility that him getting stopped. He don't have that shit in his ass no more. And, he don't have none of that. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to see where he look like versus Golovkin. But it's a bad style matchup. I tell somebody that in the comment section the other day. This dude is like 5'7", 5'8". Danny Jacobs is 6 foot. Charlo 6'1". Billy Joe Saunders 5'11". Andrade look every bit of 6'2", 6'3"-ish. And all these dudes have fast hands and fast feet, and they can move and they can box. Bad matchup. If he struggle with Lara, what you think he gonna struggle with? He gonna get beat his ass whooped. He struggle with Trout. These dudes ain't like Lara and Trout that don't have real power. These dudes got power, speed, foot movement. It's going to be a decapitation on pay-per-view or wherever they viewed it and show this fight at. That's why Oscar De La Hoya is calling out Errol Spence. Trying to get that fight. He don't want to put him in there with the Cat Pillars, the Jamal Charlos, the Danny Jacobs, the Billy Joe Saunders, Demetrius Andrade. And the guy that's inside Derevchenko, he's a strong fighter. That's his best opportunity styles-wise because they're about the same stature. Derevchenko maybe an inch or two taller than him. But Danny Jacobs feel confident. He said, Canelo got all this skill. Yeah, he got skills versus certain fighters. Every big fight that he stepped up against, he got a questionable decision. Trout, Lara, Mayweather he lost. Cotto, some people say that was questionable. He couldn't hurt old Cotto. You think he about to hurt some of these bigger middleweights? That most of them probably have a future as super middleweight? Fuck no. He going to box his ass off, and his feet, his athletic ability is not good enough. It ain't good enough. I would believe Danny Jacobs should dog walk Canelo. If he was to fight if he fight like he did versus Lucky and them, you never know. But Lucky was his height. Lucky was a little bit taller than Danny Jacobs. Canelo significantly shorter. And people say, well, it's hand speed, counter punchability. He ain't got no feet. Don't forget that. Lara was outboxing him. Trout was doing a good job and they couldn't punch. These dudes that could punch with foot speed and foot ability and foot movement and hand speed. I probably would favor Danny Jacobs to dog walk him depending on what he look like versus Golovkin without that stuff in his ass. I probably would favor Danny Jacobs. He should, but you never know. Danny Jacobs might not get past Derevchenko. He said he didn't overlook Derevchenko, but he said he know what he would have did with Canelo. He beat the dog walking shit out, basically. That's what he said. Like I said, I linked the article into the description. And I ain't surprised, man. People don't understand that, man. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that. You know, they don't understand. Oh, Canelo didn't know, man. Look at all the fights that he had problems with people that was athletic, that had movement, that was slick, that can box. And Danny Jacobs ain't the slickest, but he got athletic movement, power, and speed, and he's significantly taller than Canelo. It would probably be a massacre. They wouldn't be able to rob Danny Jacobs. He would probably decapitate him. I think all the top middleweights would. They got size and speed like Saunders, Andrade, Danny Jacobs. That's why he didn't want to fight Andrade and Jamal Charlo at middleweight. At junior middleweight. He didn't want to do that, but it is what it is. The Boxing Link and more. If you want to join our new streaming group /boycott/streaming classical fight group, we'll be streaming Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, the entire card. Go ahead and hit the link in the description on the Boycott Group as well. We on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Check us out there. We do some good work from time to time there. Also, if you want to donate, the PayPal link is there as well. Shout out to the Super Chats, everybody that donate while we going live. Go live tomorrow morning as well. Much blessed to all the brothers. Make sure y'all check out Trill Boxing Talk between 9:30 10 a.m. on Eastern Standard Time on Black Fight Fan TV. Y'all know what the business is. One time for the one time. Shout out to my brother K Black in the building. Y'all subscribe to him real quick.